first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And shedding a man at the 40. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly. This is caught by Kirk.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down.
Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it? Did a great job of wrapping him up.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, remember, Charles, this is the number 1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're number 1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Looking to throw, Thompson. Right side, he has Johnston.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Thompson looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea.
Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Armadillos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ready. The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Ready. Ritter throwing on third down. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On the return, Johnson. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Kttn offense takes over once again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Working from the gun, Ritter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When you look at this defense,
they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it?
It got his man complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Armadillos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Kttn offense to set up shop. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right.
Ritter has it knocked down.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Bootlegging out here, Ritter. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Opposite, green, yellow, line, switch, yellow, check white.
On play action, here's Ritter. That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
52 blaster.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Ritter.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Barkley, inside handoff. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ritter to throw it.
This is caught. Touchdown. Kirk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Shamrocks are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back out comes San Antonio. And this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Thompson.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Diaz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, and he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A little juke. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Let's go now.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. First and 10, here's Thompson. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10. straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Second down. Here's Thompson. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Ritter.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On second down, Ritter. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready?
First down, here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Ready up?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Ready.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
Shifts by him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Powering his way forward. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2nd and 10. Hand off down to Gibbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
18 rattle. Mustang 19.
Now Thompson. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ritter.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Working from the gun, Ritter. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and long, Thompson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Kttn offense takes over once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Down.
Ritter now. Being chased out left. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Short pass caught by Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Thompson now, 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kttn offense to set up shop. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Ready?
Brings up third and 10.
Set, hunt.
On play action, here's Ritter. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go now.
Thompson looking to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Diaz. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Got it. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready?
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Oh, he shifts past him. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd down throw for Thompson.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Quentin Johnston there to make the grab. And the Armadillos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Back to throw, Ritter.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Right, 97. Ready.
Here's Ritter.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Shamrocks get a bit closer.
Check. Black one.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Play action here. Thompson.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Diaz. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now Thompson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down to...
Ritter has it knocked down.
And this is picked up by the defense. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Armadillos are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Kttn offense takes over once again. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now Ritter.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On second down, Ritter.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Ritter from the gun.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Thompson going to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Shotgun on 3rd down. Here's Thompson.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Armadillos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Kttn offense to set up shop. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. First down, here's Ritter. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's go now. Ready.
A final shot now for Ritter. That's again complete to Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.